Hey everybody, it's Billy from Spicy Ginger Soap, and I am going to make another batch of soap dough. And this time, I had had a comment. Oh, it needs to. I'm gonna stick this in the microwave for like a couple seconds. I've been getting stuff ready and started to thicken up. Anyways, I had a comment asking if you could use different butters. You know, some people may not just have mango butter all the time. So I'm going to do 50-50 shea and cocoa butter. So I did 2.5% each of cocoa and shea butter in this recipe. I don't see any reason why it won't be, why it won't work. But if it doesn't, you'll know because I'll let you know. I've got everything ready. I'm doing again a really small batch because I'm doing 1 pound. Last time, that's what I did, and I have plenty for like little projects. If you're gonna do something large, you'd need more, but I'm actually gonna try to do 8 colors. I think I have enough for it. And basically it'll fill up my little oval soap bar mold. So I'm gonna do yellow, and this is, I think it's called sunflower. Yeah, it's sunflower yellow from Micah's and More. This one is Radical Red from Micah's and More. This one's Vibrant Violet, I think it's called, from Micah's and More. These are both fluorescents, or what do they call them? They don't call them fluorescent. They call them, oh gosh, I'm blanking. Anyways, Lapis Blue from Crafter's Choice. This is Turquoise Teal. No, I'm sorry. Turquoise Teal from Crafter's Choice. This is actually Cosmic Purple from Micah's and More. It's very similar to the Lapis Blue from Crafter's Choice, but it's definitely purple and this is blue. And then I've got, this is actually activated charcoal and some black oxide. So that's going to be nice and black. And then I've got titanium dioxide. So that's that. Got everything we need. Got my lye water. I'm gonna try to just, I don't even want it to get to trace really, because when I did this last time, it did start to thicken kind of quickly. Quicker than I thought it was going to. And I'm really excited to get some more colors and do some fun stuff. I've had lots of ideas of things I've wanted to do but didn't have the colors to do it with. So when I did it the first time, I was kind of just experimenting and just kind of trying to see if it would really work. And I still have plenty of dough left from the first batch that I made, by the way. And I've made some really cute stuff. I'll maybe show a couple of things once I get this all done. So let's go ahead and you could be smart and do it on the scale, unlike what I'm doing, eyeballing it. I tend to do that a lot, but if you're very precise, go ahead and put your cups on the scale and make sure you have the exact same amount for every single one. And then I'm just going to go ahead and stir everything up. I may, I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet with the white, because getting my stick blender into these little cups, this small amount, it's just not very easy. So we'll see how it goes. If I can get my stick blender in that white, I'll definitely buzz that up a little bit. But for the most part, I can just mix these in with my little mini whisk. And it should be good. I'm so excited. Get some more colors. And I'm going to use... probably fairly soon, I'm going to do some more probably cupcake soap and cupcake bath fizzers. And I'm going to be using some of the stuff that I make with the soap dough for those. In fact, I made some little apples. They're so dang cute, and I'm definitely going to use those on some cupcake bath fizzers. And I was a little concerned, you know, about how much mica to use, because the last time I had to put extra mica in, but this time looks pretty good. Since I'm doing such small batches, I didn't want to use too much, but I obviously wanted to make sure that my color was nice and vibrant also. Now that the soap's in there, you can definitely see the difference in the purple and the blue. So I hope all is well for everyone out there, all my viewers. I know I haven't been doing a whole lot lately. It's just because I really have so much stock and product that I can't keep making it when I'm not selling enough of it. And I've had, you know, I've had like custom orders, which I actually prefer having custom orders because obviously you're making something that you know is going to sell, which is awesome. And I've had quite a few, not quite a few, but I've had a few of those recently. The last one being, I showed you guys my cupcake soap, my petals one. Those turned out great. I loved those. But then after that, then I had like a couple smallers for like some cupcake bath fizzers and stuff. But I just finished doing an order of 160 bath bombs. So that's been taking up most of my, well, it's been taking up all of my free time in the past week and a half. They're done. Thank goodness. They're ready to go. Oh, jeez. Sorry about that. All right. Let's get rid of that. I lost my train of thought. So, oh, my bath bombs. So I just got done with 160 bath bombs, assorted bath bombs. And that was fun. It's a lot of work. Get those to the rightful owner soon. All right, let's get these into the mold. Beautiful. Put something hard underneath here so I don't have to worry about. Oh, wow. Don't want to overfill it. Okay. So actually, this is going to be about perfect. I'm so excited. See, nothing wrong with eyeballing it. Oops. I'd love to hear if, got a little bit of, at the bottom there was some mica that wasn't stirred in all the way. All right, there we go, that's better. I'd love to hear if anybody made soap dough with any different oils or butters and how that turned out for you. It's always nice to share information when we can, right? All right. Excited about these neon colors. I don't know why I was calling them fluorescents and I couldn't remember neon, but now I remember neons. They're gonna be fun. And like I said, I made, let's see, what did I make? I made, oh, I used, I can't remember if I told you guys this or not, but I used my Fruit Loop mold, and I made some Fruit Loops out of the soap dough. And the way that I did that was I stuck the soap dough into the molds, and I let it set for, I can't even remember how long, but for a little bit. And then before I wanted to take them out, because I didn't let it set like 24 hours or anything. It was only like a couple of hours. And then what I did was, to make sure that I didn't have any problems, got some yellow in there, to make sure I didn't have any problems taking them out with them breaking or, you know, bending up, I put them in the freezer. So I just put them in the freezer, and then I was able to get them out without any issue. And then you can let them harden up after you take them out of the mold. Or you can just leave them in the mold for a long time, and then, I don't know, I think the way I did it kind of worked out best for me. And then I made the little apples. I made some strawberries. I made a bunch of flowers. And then I also made, and I like to use sometimes little cold processed soap flowers. I do put them in my bath bombs as embeds sometimes. So I did that. And then I did some little circles, like really small and medium-sized circles, to use for as confetti on a couple of probably cupcakes, bath fizzer, and soap cupcakes. So many different things you can do with this. You know, I've seen, obviously, if you're very artistic and talented, it's really fun to make the little animals, you know, the soap animals. That's what they did in the magazine. They had like I think a whale, a bear, like a panda bear, I think. And I can't remember what else. But they were really cute. So basically they were making little animals for like kids. So you use the actual soap animal as the whole soap. I'm mainly just using little embeds, but I thought that was really cute too, the little soap animals. I'll bring you guys back tomorrow when I unmold these. And then I think what we'll do is we'll do a couple of, I'll show you guys a couple of examples of what I'm doing with all the soap dough. Alright, we'll get the last one in. So there we go. I'll bring you guys back tomorrow and we'll see how they all come out. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. See you soon. Alright, we're back. I put some of my bath bombs that I did recently so you guys could see them. I put the rest of that white into a little cup. And I hope I didn't put too much titanium dioxide in it. I'm not used to having such a little container of soap, so when I poured that titanium dioxide in, it just like went in there real nice and easy, a little bit too quickly. Wow, this is like really, it's very soft right now. Let's see how this one is. Looks like there's like a little, I got a little yellow on there somehow. All right. A little sticky, a little bit soft, but I have a feeling this is going to be really nice to work with, actually. Ooh. After it, maybe like, I don't know, after another day or so. I don't know, I guess. I'm not sure also if it has anything to do with that titanium dioxide. I don't, it looks nice though. Look at that nice bright white. Very sticky though right now. Not so much sticky as like, it's pretty wet. So remember, this is the way that I changed that recipe is that I used, instead of mango butter, I used part cocoa and part shea. So that's the difference in this recipe here. Let's see how the other colors came out. Yeah, it's pretty wet still. Ooh, very, very, very soft. So I might have to let these set out, I'm thinking, for like maybe another overnight, maybe, is what I'll do. The colors are awesome though, right? Nice and vibrant. I was thinking with the yellow and white would make some really cute daisies. Even as I work with this one, it's getting a little bit easier to work with. Look at that, see? The stickiness and stuff is kind of going away a little bit. Yeah, so I think this combination, because the whole point was what I was talking about was maybe some people don't keep mango butter around all the time, and most people have cocoa and shea butter. So it may be an easier recipe to come up with. And I think, even though this is definitely softer, I still think it could work. I don't see any reason at all why this won't be workable. And just kind of putting my body heat to it a little bit, you know, and kneading it, it's gotten much easier to work with and not so sticky. See that? You can see that it's kind of more like dough, and it's not sticking to my gloves as much as it was right there in the beginning. I think I'm just going to have to do it with my hands for the rest of them, because otherwise I'm going to be wasting like too much gloves. So I'll just do it with my hands, I think, because I can just wash them. Ooh, wow. Yeah. Messy. That's okay. Yeah, very, very wet and sticky. Now, I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised. I didn't think this would make as big of a difference as it does, but it definitely makes a difference. Just that one change. Oh, look at my hands. Oh my goodness. Probably used a little bit too much mica. Well, this is definitely not something you would want to make a whole piece of soap with, because you would have some pink suds. But my thought is little embeds, they're not going to hurt anything, being highly colored. Now see, same thing. I keep working it with my hands, and it gets easier to work with. It's still really soft, and I do think that I'm going to leave this out overnight. Most likely what I think I'll do is, see, there you go. It's a lot easier to work with. Just gotta use some of your body heat and knead it all together. because of course the top layer is a little bit harder because it's been exposed to the air. So then you just knead everything around, and then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up all my colors. I'll just put these back into their respective slots, and I'll just go through and I'll do the same thing for all of them, and then I will come back tomorrow just to show you guys what the consistency is, so we can kind of go on this little journey together. So what I'll do is I'm going to continue doing the same thing that I've done with all of them to each and every one of these colors, and then I'll bring you guys back tomorrow and show you how the consistency is then. Okay, and actually look at that. See, this one is actually a little bit different in consistency. It's not near as sticky as the other ones already. It's not really sticking. I know it looks like it is, but that's really mostly the fluorescent pink still on my hands. This one, it's not really sticking to my hands much at all. It's, this is one that I think I could actually, like, I think I could maybe even use this one right now if I really wanted to make something. Yeah. Yeah, so sometimes, you know, sometimes different colors do that. You'll get a different consistency just based on whatever mica you've used. So this one right here is nice and soft and moldable, but not sticky. So you may find a little bit different consistency. Like, I think this is like perfect right now. A little softer than, you know, you might want it, but actually it's pretty easy to work with. I think, I don't want to speak too soon, but I think it's a success. I think this change in the recipe could work. So I'll bring you back tomorrow and we'll see how all of them are looking. Thanks for watching and see you guys soon. Hey everybody. I've got my soap dough. I had to, I'm actually re-recording this because first time I recorded it, you couldn't see, I had the camera in an odd place and you couldn't see anything. So I'm back. I did not leave this open to air overnight because it was going to harden up. And I think the reason that I'm having the issue with the white is specifically too much titanium dioxide. I'm almost positive that's what the problem is, because for the most part my other colors are fine, and this one, it can be used. It's just a lot softer and stickier. But I did make a couple of little marshmallows, and they hardened up just like regular, you know, dough would. And actually, it's kind of funny because the dough is so soft and sticky, it actually made it look really like a lifelike marshmallow. I mean, doesn't that look like a real marshmallow? So anyways, like I said, the white is too much titanium dioxide. It just poured it in and it just really went in there quick. This is still usable, but it's just, it's not the perfect texture. It's not sticking to my hands too bad. It's a little bit, but not too bad. So there we go. I'm pretty sure, like I said, not due to the change in recipe, just the titanium dioxide. And my yellow. Look at that. perfect. It's just like clay or Play-Doh. It's like the perfect consistency. I was really worried when I first got this out of the little soap molds. I thought that it was a bust, basically. I thought that maybe it was like too wet, too soft, but just letting it set overnight for 1 to 2 days in the plastic, and now it's perfect. I opened it up a day after, and like I said, I did record a video, but you just couldn't see when I put it onto the computer and I was going to upload it. I was like, oh my gosh, you can't see the dough at all. So I just figured I didn't want to upload that. It wouldn't have been very helpful, and it would have been really boring. So here we are. This is a couple days after, but like I said, a day after, I still could have used it. Now the pink, this is another one. It's very soft and a little bit sticky, and it will stick to my hand a little bit. I don't know why the pink also kind of is a little, it's funny, it's like the pink, white, and the black seem softer than the others, but still very usable. Just more sticky, more, a little bit more soft. So basically, when I make this again, so I'm not saying this recipe isn't successful. I think it's fairly successful, but I think when I do it the next time, I'm going to do all cocoa butter, because I think that the shea butter may be a little too soft, a little bit too soft and sticky for the soap dough to have like the perfect consistency. I still think that I'm going to use it all for sure. I'm not going to let it go to waste. It's not unusable. Here's another one, perfect consistency. And basically when I just kind of roll it between my hands and then fold it, and that's how I kind of get my body heat to just warm it up and get it to a really good consistency. And as you can see, this one's like great. It's perfect. The purple and the pink, they do dye my hands a little tiny bit when I use it. But I think I could have used maybe a little less mica, mainly with the fluorescents. But because they're going to be embeds and they're going to be small, I think it'll be okay. But you wouldn't want, if you're gonna make, if you're gonna make like larger soaps with the soap dough, like if you're gonna make an actual soap animal or something, you would definitely want to be careful how much mica you used, so that you're not having a bunch of colored suds. Some people may not even really be concerned about that, I guess, but I would be careful about that. This purple is a really good consistency also. This is the Cosmic Purple from Micas and More. So basically, I would say if you want to make the soap dough, you can definitely use cocoa and shea butter, but beware, it may be a little bit softer, a little bit stickier. So, you know, I don't want I don't want to suggest to people to do the all cocoa butter until I've tried it. But from this experience, I would say all cocoa butter might be a better way to go if you don't want to use mango butter. But I haven't tried it, so I cannot confirm. And that's what I'm trying to do, is just help everybody out, you know. Obviously, it's nice to kind of know what you're going into before you do it and before you waste your product and stuff, right? So here's my teal, and this one has a really good consistency also. It's a little bit harder, a little bit more like Play-Doh or clay. So this one turned out really good too. And I'm really, you know, looking forward to making some stuff with all of them. And, you know, the other thing is, I was going to leave it out for a little bit longer, open to air. I just don't know, you know, I just wasn't comfortable doing that. Wasn't sure how that would turn out. So I don't know that I would suggest it. You could try it though. I just think it might harden up. So you kind of either have to just use it like this, or maybe just decrease or eliminate that shea butter. Now see, this blue is almost like pretty hard. I'm going to need to get my body heat in there and soften it up. So it's really funny how all the different colors have totally different texture. And it's not like because I used more oil in any of them. When I do the oil, what I do when I color my stuff is I get little Dixie cups, the little like mouthwash ones or whatever, and I put them on the scale, I tear it out, and then I put my oil in, and I do like 0.1 ounce in each cup, and then I put my mica in there. So I know that they all had the same amount of the same amount of oil that was mixed with the mica. So I know that like one didn't get more oil than another, because I did think about that too. But I know it's not that, so it's just the way it turned out. All right, last one, black. This one was kind of soft and sticky also, and it's not, I would not call it completely black. I'd say it's more like a charcoal gray. It's pretty soft and sticky. So this one, it'll work, but it's not perfect, you know, and it's definitely, it gets my hands kind of gray. So it's got enough in there to probably have black suds, although, you know, you're going to be using like really small, probably going to be using really small portions of this for your embeds. But it's just kind of, you know, it's that never-ending thing of getting a pure black. And I didn't just use activated charcoal. I used black oxide in this because I was trying to get it to be completely black. So it just goes to show you really have to use a lot to get something completely black. So anyways, like I said, this one is a little bit softer, a little bit stickier, but it's still usable. And I hope that this helped everybody. You know, and you can kind of make your decision on if you want to do it with the half and half cocoa and shea, or if you want to make your own adjustments to the recipe based on how mine turned out. If you do, put it in backwards. If you do make some with a different recipe, let me know. I would love to hear. I would love to have, you know, your guys' thoughts and info and how things have worked out for you. And it might help me. All right, thanks for watching. Keep an eye out. I'm going to do a makeup video, and that should be coming really soon. So I hope that this helped. I hope you enjoyed. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do that, and I'll see you on the next video.